So I used to work as a waitress. Before that, I was a waiter. When I first came out as a transgender person, I was teaching. I was teaching college, and I just basically showed up to class in a dress. The students were like, and I was like, does it make me look fat? Drew University, Madison, New Jersey. It's where I did my undergraduate work. I would do stand-up comedy in the campus coffee house, get drunk in the campus pub, and spend probably a little bit too much time in the library studying. I graduated summa cum virgin. With my best bud and frequent comedy partner Mike Motz, I returned to Drew this past summer to kind of get in the mood for my fall comedy tour of various colleges and universities, highlights from which enrich this video. When I was in college, the term transgender did not even exist. But you know what term did exist? Denial. I was majoring in it. By the way, Drew is named after Daniel Drew, the famous 19th century stock market wise guy. He looks like he'd be a lot of fun on open mic night. Now here's Mike Motz talking about his favorite comic, and certainly mine.
Alison is truthful, insightful, and very, very generous in sharing her experiences. Plus, to put it simply, she's a funny girl. Do you think I should have said funny lady?
Girl is fine. The Drew University Nature Preserve.
Try it walking a little bit. You're like kind of walking a little bit and look around going, this is the nature preserve, like isn't this amazing? You know what I'm saying?
This is the Drew University Nature Preserve. I'm really happy to be here. It's good to be here. Oh, it's good to be here. This is beautiful. This is a great situation. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Alison Grillo, female.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing? What's your major? You guys like comedy?
Yes.
Yeah, I do stand-up comedy in New York City. Alison Grillo, New York City's woman trapped inside a woman's body. Awesome. Have you heard of me? This is a great crowd. I just feel these waves of love right now. You're judging me. Hello, is anyone out there? This person's like texting me a punchline. So as long as I'm facing someone, they'll laugh at me.
Do you still get nervous every time you go up, even though you've been doing it for a while?
Yeah, I do. I still get nervous.
Do you throw up?
Only after I eat at Wheelock College. Here's the campus gay censor. Not exactly the White House, but it's fine. This is the dormitory, Riker Hall. Back in my day, as the most newly constructed dorm on campus, it was called simply New Dorm. I was okay with the old name. I knew Riker back when I was an undergraduate. Yeah, I knew the guy. Now the guy has his own dorm.
You like jealous of him?
Jealous of Riker?
Well, I mean, because you know he has a dorm named after him.
Look, I am New York City's woman trapped inside a woman's body. That's something. Maybe that doesn't put your name on a dorm, but you know, it's good. What do I say? What's my line? I forgot my
Your
line.
beginning line is, so the point of all this is that when I first came to Drew, I was this dorky, unhappy, socially awkward kid.
And I blossomed into something better. And how would you rate your social skills, Miss, on a scale of 1 to 1.5?
Like a 1.3.
1.3? That's better than me. I'm 1.1. You're more than welcome to dominate me in bed.
We're rolling, just so you know.
How's that look?
Good.
By the way, I go to bed at 8:30. I was an only child. My parents had never gone to college. The youngest children, like the youngest child, the happy, well-adjusted youngest child, right? Who doesn't need therapy. You're like the happy kid, well-adjusted. I hate you. I had to get really good grades, write for the school newspaper, make the soccer team. Any middle children here? Whoa, a lot of middle children. You're middle children, Kyle? Yeah. So when I have sex with her and him, you can be in the middle. I had issues, gender issues, other issues too. Gender issues, other issues, gender. I thought I was supposed to say something else, but maybe not. Maybe that was it. Let me check in my notes, okay, please. Mm-hmm. You might want to take a look at the battery in this thing.
Yeah, we got 19 minutes.
19?
Yeah.
Oh, great. They're renovating the university center. See, I'm a work in progress too. Now, I've lived as a woman for 10 years, and it still feels strange. I was playing catch in the park, in Central Park the other day, and this kid says, "You throw pretty good for a girl." And I'm like, it's complicated. It's not enough for you to just laugh at my jokes. I want you to feel something. I want you to feel human happiness. I want you to feel transcendent. I want you to feel that anything is possible. It's possible that someday one of you will actually want to change your sex. Now, come on, hear me out, bitches. I used to be a regular guy. Now I'm a regular girl. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just pushing it. I think I'm trying to think too much about the words that I've memorized. Being a trans woman, it messes with your head. I was in group therapy with a bunch of transgendered women. Ooh. Welcome to Fight Club. 5, 6, 7 people have had therapy. The rest of you need it. Raise your hand if you once got kicked out of therapy for correcting the therapist's grammar. We were just talking about therapy, like being in therapy, mental illness, coming up on stage, trying to deal with your mental problems because you can't afford therapy. It's really very sad.
When did you first realize that you were a woman?
I don't know, when the sales girl at Bloomingdale's called me Miss. That joke was funnier when I was a drag queen. I tell you this though, ever since kindergarten, I knew that there was something different about me. The other kids hated me. Is that surprising? No, it's not surprising. Yeah, I think they hated me. Not because I was queer or because I was a sissy, but because I always spoke with air quotes. I would imagine myself like with long hair and wearing a pink sweater and pearls. When I first told my mom about me, she was saying, "Are you trying to tell me you're gay? Is that the big secret that you think is going to shock me? That you're gay?" I'm like, "You wish. You wish." I thought that if I tried really hard, these images would go away. And they did go away. Mom had this kind of uptight relationship with her body, sort of like I have with my body. Mom wasn't transgendered, just German. But then they would come back, and they'd go away again, and if I had nerve, I could have transitioned a long time ago, earlier in life. I could have transitioned as a freshman here at Drew.
Could have been a contender instead of a bum.
Just showed up for class in a dress. Was the school going to expel me? No, I don't think so. I was on the dean's list. I was in good academic standing. My parents would make their tuition payments. And if the school had tried something, if they had messed with us, we would have gotten a lawyer. Yeah, we would have fought used to box in the Catholic Youth Organization. Isn't that crazy? I'm Protestant. We would have fought in court for my right to go to classes at Drew in a dress. Am I getting through to you people? This is a great crowd. It's an amazing crowd. This is a great situation. This is where I want to be. This is what show business is all about. Doing college work. College is awesome. It's a good place. Nice trees and everything. You know, my school, Drew University, great school, huh? Top 10 of schools with the worst dining hall. Great teachers, professors. How's the food here? Great dining hall.
You know, I wish I went to a school like this. I went to a big state college. It was like one giant parking lot. Little tiny dorm rooms, hundreds of thousands of students. Nobody even knew anybody. There was no wildlife. The only wildlife were drunks in the corner at the pub. You were lucky if you saw a rat. You know, my whole life would have been so much better if I went into a school like this. I mean, you had places to relax, to be able to do things, to think deep thoughts instead of worrying about parking spaces and trying to catch a bus to go to a stupid course you have to take on the other side of town. It was horrible. My whole life would have been different.
Put it behind you, Mike. I'll give the school $500 to paint the gay center, and they can name that after me. Screw it. I want my own dormitory. This is so awkward.